Something's happening right now that most people don't even realise. The middle class is being deleted, not squeezed, not pressured, deleted. You can feel it everywhere. House prices through the roof, energy bills doubling, food costs more every month, and no matter how hard you work, it feels like you're barely treading water. This isn't bad luck, it's not just how the economy goes, it's a system that's been tilting further and further away from the ordinary people for years. I'm not here to sell you doom and gloom, I'm here to give you the truth, and most importantly to show you what you can actually do to protect yourself. Because trust me, after 35 years in a business, especially in gold and property, I've seen firsthand what's really going on behind the scenes. And once you understand it, you'll see exactly why owning real assets could be a difference between sinking and surviving. Ever wondered why no matter how hard you work, the gap between you and the rich just keeps getting bigger? It's not an accident, it started with a decision they said was temporary. In 2007, after the financial crash, central banks slashed interest rates to zero. They told us it was an emergency measure, just until things stabilised, they said. Economists said it would be a short term, well they were wrong. Rates stayed at zero for over a decade, and while ordinary people struggled to get by, the rich used those zero rates to go on an absolute spending spree. Imagine being able to borrow millions for practically nothing. That's what the wealthy did, and they didn't waste time. They bought property, whole streets, blocks of flats, they bought stocks, hoovering up companies while prices were down. They bought gold, tons of it, because they knew what real value looks like. While the middle class was trying to rebuild, the rich were getting richer faster than ever before. Cheap money was their weapon, and we were left holding the bag. They told you lockdowns were to keep you safe, but while they were locked inside, the biggest wealth transfer in human history was happening right under your nose. In 2020, when COVID hit, governments across the world panicked. Stopped the economy collapsing, they handed out furlough payments. In the UK alone, the Bank of England printed $700 billion out of thin air. Sounds good, right? Get some help to pay the bills, keep your job safe. But here's the truth no one talks about. The money didn't stay in your pocket. You paid it straight back out to the same big corporations that already owned everything. You paid your mortgage lender, you paid your energy company, you paid the supermarkets, the phone companies, all the essential spending giants. Meanwhile, your local shops, your independent cafes, your small business, they were forced to shut. Mine were. All my businesses were shut down. No income, no way to survive. The rich got richer because while you were spending your furlough money just to survive, they were using theirs to buy more assets. Stocks, property, gold, all hoovered up at speed while the working class was just trying to breathe. It wasn't a bailout for you, it was a bailout for them. And now, 5 years later, the gap's bigger than ever. You want to know how bad things are getting? Look at gold, because when the rich are scared, they don't buy stocks, they buy gold. I've been working with gold for 35 years. I've seen the price move up, down, sideways. I've seen it all. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what has happened since 2007. After the crash, when interest rates were dropped to zero, smart money started flying quietly into gold. Not flashy, not on the news. Then COVID hit, and that quiet buying turned into a flood. Gold prices are smashed through an all-time high. In just the last few years, we've seen levels no one thought possible 20 years ago. And here's the part most people don't understand. Today, you can sit at your laptop, click a few buttons and buy £1 million worth in minutes. The super rich are moving money into physical assets at warp speed because they know when paper money gets weaker, real assets hold their value. Gold doesn't ask questions, gold doesn't default, gold doesn't lose value because a politician made a bad decision, it just sits there and protects your wealth. While most people are busy trying to chase the next crypto hype or day trading stock picks, the quiet money is piling into real assets. And if you're not thinking the same way, you're standing still while the world shifts underneath you. Look, I'm not here to say just buy a bit of gold and everything's going to be fine. It's hard out there. The system isn't designed for you to win. But if you're smart, patient and real about it, you can protect yourself. I'm not going to sit here and promise you some get-rich-quick nonsense because I know after 25 years of building a business and after years of sleepless night and fighting to survive, there's no shortcuts. But there are smart moves you can make starting now. The first, start owning real assets. And for me, after 35 years around gold, I can tell you gold is one of the simplest, safest places to start. You don't need £1 million, you don't need a warehouse full of gold bars. You can start with one gold coin. Small steps, real value, real ownership. Gold is not a get-rich scheme, it's a long-term protection plan. It's about keeping your future safe while the world's getting crazy around you, because at the rate we're going, with house prices skyrocketing, energy bills doubling and food costs bleeding people dry, the middle class is getting pushed closer to the edge every day. But owning real tangible assets is like throwing down an anchor while everyone else is drifting out to sea. It's not easy and it's not instant, but it is real, and the real wealth is built quietly over time, not overnight. Now, I'm James, I've got 35 years of experience and I've had my business for over 25 years. And if you'd like to hit the subscribe button, and I'll be doing a video every week and keep you informed. I'm James at Blackwell Jewellers. Thank you for watching.